This is harder, right? We got this thing set equal to 0, so we need to factor it. So most of you are using AC. So I'm going to come over here to the side, and I want to factor it into two things. We don't have a greatest common factor, so 8 times C is 2 times 3, which is 6. I need two numbers when multiplied together to give me 6, but since that's minus, subtract to give me a negative 5. Name the two numbers.
1 and 6.
1 and 6. So let's see. I want a negative 5. So that's going to be a negative 6 plus 1 is going to be negative 5. So my middle term is going to be negative 6x plus 1x. So I'm going to take 2x squared and 3. This is going to be a negative 6x plus x. That's your negative 5. And that's going to be a minus 3. And then group. This says that it's 2x times x minus 3 plus, this is a 1 times x minus 3. So it's x minus 3 times 2x plus 1. And that's what's going to come over here. Right. So now we've got a problem just like any other. So two things multiplied together give me 0. That says x minus 3 equals 0. 2x plus 1 equals 0. X equals 3. X equals what?
0.
2x plus 1 equals 0. X is what?
Negative 1/2.
Negative 1/2. Yeah.
Negative 1.
Now this problem is one that you missed. Huh? Excuse me.
So, Jackie, what I just figured out is if the leading coefficient is 1, then you just need the two middle numbers. But if it's any other number, then you have to factor it.
Then you have to factor it completely, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Now, leading coefficient 1, easy peasy.
Yeah.
When it's not 1, not easy. You have to work to get it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you notice about this guy? It's not equal to 0. So you're going to make it equal to 0. Now, it's not a trinomial, it's a binomial. But before I go down my list, is it the difference of squares or it is the difference of cubes, I first have to do what? Look for a greatest common factor. Is there a greatest common factor?
Yes.
What is x? Now, notice, they're all degree 1. So I can't do anything with this, can't do anything with that, because he's not degree 2. It's only degree 1. So that says that x equals 0 or x minus 4 equals 0. X equals 0, x equals 4. One of the most missed questions, primarily because you forget that you factor out an x. And then an x is there. This problem's a pain. Why would I say that?
because x does not equal 0, and there's a lot of stuff going on the right hand of the equal
Yeah,
sign.
it's everything. It's just a mess. So if I were to just look at it, bring everything to the same side, 0 on the other, I've got an order of operations issue. Right? I can't factor it. The way it stands, x plus 1 quantity squared is x plus 1 times x plus 1 minus 2 times x minus 5 equals 0.
How'd you change the plus to a minus? X minus 5, x plus 5?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, okay, I was wondering.
I didn't. See, there's a plus there.
That's like
I didn't
crazy.
change it to a minus.
Uh,
See, there's a plus there.
uh,
So FOIL, I get x squared, inner x, outer x, plus 2x, plus 1, minus 2 times x, minus 2x, minus 2 times plus 5, minus 10. Combine like terms, x squared. Oh, look at that, isn't that cute? Minus 2x plus 2x is?
0.
0. Plus 1 minus 10 is?
Negative 9.
Hoo-hee. Hoo-hee.
3.
Hoo-hee. What is his name? Begins with a D. Difference of?
Squares.
Squares.
Yeah.
And therefore, in order to factor him, you have to know what he is. And what do I multiply twice to get x squared? It's x. And twice to get 9, it's 3. So it's x and 3. So this is x minus 3, x plus 3 equals 0. This says that x minus 3 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0, x is 3, x is minus 3. Those of you who've been down around the track before will also know that if you wanted to use plus or minus 3, if you're familiar with this notation, you can use it. I don't have any problems with you doing that. This is for us as chapter 8. But if you want to use it, that's fine. Because some of you already know it.